Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Altcoin Mentors YouTube channel. My name is Peter. Today I'm going to be doing a special video on the Heikin Ashi candles that I use and how they create signals for me as a intraday trader of cryptocurrencies. So first thing I'll show you is a book called the Encyclopedia of Technical Market Indicators. It's been around for a long time. Right? I'm more of an old school trader. I finished college in 1992, started out as an analyst for a Wall Street firm, started trading in the mid 90s and have been trading ever since for the last 22 years. So I have a lot of experience in looking at all the indicators, and I've tried out almost every single indicator, right, in this book. This book is 800 pages long, has tons of stuff from Fibonacci to Gann fans to everything. And after all of this, I have picked a few that I like because everyone has their own preferences on how they like to see things. So for me, I'm a very visual person. So by looking at Heikin Ashi, it actually helps me to see where momentum is because I am a trend trader. So let's look at the differences between a regular candle and Heikin Ashi. So when you look at a regular candle, green is up, red is down. It's kind of hard to see direction unless you count waves, like using Elliott wave theory or some other system. But for me as a intraday trader, I don't have time to count waves and look for signals, all that type of stuff. So I'd rather look at something that's a little bit more visually appealing and faster, which is Heikin Ashi. Because Heikin Ashi uses a math formula based on higher highs, higher lows, higher close, higher open, and this way it gives a color change. So by using the Heikin Ashi with the trend, I can come up with faster signals on an intraday basis. So on a day like today, where the intraday trend is neutral, right, I don't really care about signals because I'm not trading in this because this is a little bit sloppy. So how do I know that the trend is neutral? Because it's coiling. It's within a certain range. This morning I tweeted out that the range was between the medium-term resistance at 9,400 and the 200 daily EMA, which is at 9,000. The other thing I can see is that the moving averages, which are the 50 EMA and the 200, it's stuck. The numbers are stuck right in between. So the trend is neutral. So it's hard to make any money on days like this. So we can't focus on days like this. I want to focus on other days, right, where maybe the trend is down. So for example, the short signals on the trend is down. So this was my short signal. How did I know that the trend, how do I know where to take the signals? So on this one, the short signal was after a failed candle. So the trend for me is down because the red is below the green. I don't care about price. That's a little bit different than other people. Because people think, oh, because the price is above the 200 or above the 50, that the trend is up. No, trends take time. The reason why this is a downtrend is that if you look at it from below, from here, you can see for that this long run here, the red has been below the green for almost a week. From the 6th of March all the way down, to the middle of the 11th. So for 5 days, right, the red was below the green. So all I'm doing is taking short signals to the downside. That's all I'm doing. So where is confirmation? Right, because I just can't see a short signal. For me, the confirmation comes, sorry about that, I'm zooming in, when you see it go lower than the low. So for me, here, the bottom is my low. So what I usually do is I'll put in a stop limit order at a price that is a couple of ticks below the lowest part. So that's where my blue line is. So that's where I get filled. And then I'll usually put a stop loss at the top of a wave. So this is my short signal. So even if you miss this short signal, you could have actually got in on this short signal with confirmation. Or over here. Even better, right? At that price, over there. But you ignore the up signals. Even when it's going up like this, people think, oh, this is a trend. No, in my opinion, this is not a trend. Because it's just temporary. It's not all about price. It's about direction of the overall market for a sustained period of time. That is a trend. Trends don't change within a few hours, right? It takes time for it to develop. So even though the price is going up, right, most of the time here, all I was doing was shorting. Was I wrong? Absolutely. I was wrong. I was wrong here. I was wrong here. But I was right here. I was right over 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 here. Yeah, I was, a little bit wrong over here. But I was right over here. So you can't be right all the time. There's no indicator on Earth that's going to be right 100% of the time, 90% of the time, 80% of the time. Right? So our historical records are between 60 to 70%. And that's actually a very good, record. So if you can make money 60, 70% of the time, but by not getting destroyed on some of the bigger losers, by maintaining control, by having stop losses, by being very thorough with your order entries, right? That is how you make money on a consistent basis over time. So hopefully I've answered your questions on how I get signals on my Heikin Ashi, right? By waiting for signal bar plus confirmation, but only with the trend, never against the trend. I don't try to fight the trend. I always just try to go with it, sorry. And by using the ATRs, I can have a better success at where to put my stop losses and where to put my targets. So my stop losses are usually the 1 hour ATR and my targets are usually the 4 hour ATR. Unless I get a color change in confirmation, I may get out if I have a decent amount of profit. But if I first enter a trade, I generally like to see how things play out over a period of bars. So hopefully this helps. Thank you for watching as always. If you like what you see, please subscribe to our channel, follow us on Twitter, on Telegram, and on TradingView. I put up a lot of ideas out there. If you have any other questions or comments, please write them below. We're more than happy to answer any of your questions. If you Google the Encyclopedia of Technical Analysis, you can also find a downloadable PDF version for free. And you can peruse it. The good thing about the encyclopedia, I'll go back to it, is that they do an analysis and they tell you which ones, the historical percentages of how things work. It's a very small sample size because they only follow one thing, but they do it over, I think, like 50 or 60 years. So it gives a good amount of data, for that. So today is not much of a trading day for me because the trend is neutral. The medium-term trend is negative, so I'm still in a swing trade on the downside. But on a daily basis, this has been very light for me. So thank you for watching. Have a great day.